Hi, this is Jason Hayes of the Rising Tide Initiative coming to you from the Blue Knight Studio in downtown Fort Worth. Today's guest on our interview show is going to be local boy Jason Fox, former offensive tackle of the Miami Dolphins. Jason, thank you for coming.
Hey, thanks for having me.
But the reason why you're here is not to talk about your pretty impressive football career, to talk about your app, Earbuds. Can you tell us a little about it and about yourself?
Yeah, so Earbuds is an application. Basically, it's a social media platform for music where it gives you the ability not only to see what someone's listening to real time, but you can listen along with them in real time. And after that, it functions like social media. You can like it, you can comment on that. What I think is the coolest part is you can instantly save songs from your friends' playlist, your favorite artists, athletes' playlist, and it just makes music social again.
Very cool. So it kind of takes the idea of what's on your iPod, but more like kind of 21st century in a way. Actually, I guess I would say more 2010s in a way.
Right. So like, I feel like the world has gotten more and more social, but music has got less and less social. I mean, I feel like people used to share music more in high school when people would pass around CDs or mixtapes.
Yes.
And now in this new and social world, people rely on algorithms for their music or just screenshots from their friends. I was like, there's got to be a better way to basically allow, whether it's your friends, your family members, like I said, or it's just people you're just interested in what kind of music they listen to, but basically allows the user to become their own personal radio station, right? Instead of receiving music, it gives them the ability to broadcast their music.
So tell me, what are you currently listening to now, Jason?
Man, I listen to everything. I like all types of music. It really depends on my mood and what I'm doing. If I'm relaxing or driving or if I'm working out, it's probably all different types of playlists. But that's the cool thing about music is it's so powerful and so transformational, and it gives you a whole new way to connect with people in a way that has never been done before.
Awesome. Well, for everyone who's wondering, for me at home, I'm listening to Christmas music because it is Christmas season. I will fight you if you tell me otherwise. So Jason, how did you come up with this idea for earbuds?
It honestly really started with my athletic background. So, I mean, I would be in the locker room, and that's probably what's talked about the majority of the time in there. Who has the best music, who's listening to what. And I would see the response guys would get with these huge social media following because they literally just take screenshots of their playlists and post it on Instagram, Twitter, and the feedback would be awesome from their fans. It'd be like, what else are you listening to? I love that song too. Have you heard about this? And I was like, man, these are platforms for tweets or pictures, but people already so badly want to share their music because it's part of who they are. It's part of their brand. And I was like, man, that's got to be a better way than these existing platforms. So I set out to basically create the ultimate music social experience with earbuds where, like I said, you can share and connect in each other's lives through music.
Awesome. So when can the public get a hold of this app? Is it available on the iPhone right now or Android?
Right now we're on iOS. We're on the iPhone, and we haven't launched yet, but that's going to be at the early 2018. We expect a big rollout, and we're excited. Hope everybody else is too.
Hey, it sounds like really cool stuff. So is this going to be syncing music from, say, my music library, or is this Spotify, Pandora? Is it streaming services?
Right now it's Spotify, and we're working to add some more platforms to that. I mean, we have Apple Music in the background in building that. We're looking for a way to add Pandora and some of these other music platforms, streaming services, and whether it doesn't matter if you have Spotify and have Apple Music, we still can listen to each other, and we're really close to that, and that's just something in the future.
So just real quick, have you been surprised by some of the embarrassing music your friends have been playing on this?
Honestly, it's funny, man, because you get to see a whole new side of people, and like you're like, oh, here's this big tough guy, and they're listening to like pop music or man, like I would never have guessed this guy loves this '90s hip hop. But what's funny is it's cool because you get to learn more about people, but also it's grown my music because. Like I said earlier, that's what the feedback we get. It's so hard to find new music these days. Like I literally listen to the same music I listened to 10 years ago because it's the same music on my platform. And people just don't really like the way algorithms suggest music. But what's cool through earbuds, you can instantly save playlists and or music into any of your playlists. So I would say my Spotify playlists or music in my Spotify account has probably tripled, if not more than that, because I've found some awesome music through friends already on the app.
Well, that's awesome. That's really cool. So you graduated from North Crowley, then went on to have a very successful college career and even played nationally. But what brought you back to Fort Worth?
Fort Worth is home, man. I've lived kind of everywhere, been all over. Fort Worth has a special place in my heart. It's where I'm from. It's where I'll always be connected to. And Fort Worth, it's really booming, and it's starting to get known for some of the entrepreneurial, even some of the tech companies that are starting in Fort Worth, and I wanted to be a big part of that.
So how did you get involved with the Rising Tide Initiative? And so how do you feel also that Fort Worth is getting really behind its entrepreneurial community?
Honestly, just through connections, I got introduced to those guys, and those are awesome guys, and it's been awesome working with them, and I look forward to continue working with them.
Awesome. So what does the future look like for Earbuds? Are y'all seeking investors, or is it just simply wanting to get this app launched?
The future is exciting, and we raised the seed round, and that's going well, and we've been able to accomplish a lot with that. There will be future rounds, also at the early parts of 2018, and then honestly, just growing this app as large and as quickly as we can, and having the industry standard of the way people share music with their friends and connect through music.
Well, sounds fantastic. Sounds like you have a lot on your plate. And speaking of plates, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Man, I'm working. No, everybody. We always do Thanksgiving at my parents' house, so I got all the family coming in town. So that's always fun to take a break and see family and eat more than you should. So
exactly. Well, Jason, thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck with Earbuds.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me.
Thank you for joining us on today's episode with Jason Fox of Earbuds. If you like what you're seeing, you can always follow our page, the Rising Tide Initiative, on Facebook, or go to our website, www.risingtideinitiative.com, so that we can follow and see what's going on here in Fort Worth with our entrepreneurs and startups.